Nanzito says, what does the team need to get the fourth quarter performances out of KPA for all four quarters? The tangible things. He's clutch. We can see that.
I mean, from my perspective, it's just going to take time. Starting fast is all about you already anticipating, or you already being able to come into the stadium, and it's slowed down for you. With most young players, especially, quarterbacks, it's fast, especially in the early portion of it. And for Kenny, he's not the type of quarterback right now that does a ton of let me extend with my legs, let me, move, and really put strain on the coverage early on in games. That's not him, So I think that that's a part of why we've been having some of these slow starts. I also think at times, I think these other teams, I mean, when you talk personnel wise, they come out a little bit better in terms of the matchup part. But the beautiful part is once we get a chance to get acclimated, we have seen, and that's shown whether we're talking the 4-2 or like we talk about the big sample size, even dating back to a year ago when Kenny took over, that once we get about that halftime mark, it slows down. And once it slows down, our third quarters typically look a lot better, and our fourth quarters are, like we talked about, the whole fourth quarter Kenny thing, right? Because now he's seen it multiple times throughout this game. You're not surprising him anymore, and it's not too fast for him. It's not a slight. That's just a part of youth. And the only way you can get better is through experience. But the only way you can get experience is by the reps. And that's, what he's getting. So that's what we're seeing him improve each game. And we're seeing him, start to pick up on certain things a little bit sooner in game. One of the things I like was the first deep ball he threw to Pickens, even though it ended up being out of bounds on the completion. I just like the aggressiveness of it, and Kenny's confident in himself to put that ball out there, and his trust in Pickens also. Is things like that where we're like, we didn't always see that from Kenny. It was times.
That was early, right?
Yeah, that was literally on the first series. Yeah. But it's times in the past where we would look at that and be like, man, Kenny, you got to throw that, man. Cut that one loose. So we're seeing some of those things happen sooner in games. So for me, it's just you got to give it time. And as we can see, with that time, it is getting there. But the beautiful part is, while he's taking that time and developing, we still winning.
He's doing the things that I want most out of a franchise quarterback or a QB1. He's getting the stuff I care about most out of the way because, as you said, I think that we'll get complete games and stuff will come with time. Mm-hmm. And I also think the game scripting will get better too. I hope it will. Because that's a part of it.
Yeah.
For some of these slow starts. Now, I don't think we necessarily had we did based off the score, but I do think the offense actually moved the ball kind of decent in the first half. So even seeing it coming out of the bye in this Rams game, just seeing a normal flow of an offense in the first half, like that's getting better. Yeah. But the thing that I care about most is when you have the adversity, when things aren't going your way, or you're down in the fourth quarter, you just need to win. You just need to find ways to win.
Find a way, bro.
This dude's doing that. That's the number one job of the quarterback. Find a way to win. Mm-hmm. Terry Bradshaw was saying some good. Do you see some of his quotes about Kenny?
I did not, man.
He was saying some really good things. He's like, listen, this guy's not throwing for all these touchdowns or anything right now. He's not putting up the gaudiest of stats, but like those will come. This guy has everything that the Steelers want in him right now. Though. Like he's got it all right now. Like this is the quarterback for the team. This is the quarterback for the Steelers.
I like it, man.
He's got all those type of intangibles. And I'm looking at the fourth quarter comeback stats, the game-winning drive stats right now, leading the league. Fourth quarter comebacks.
I saw a stat where they said at this age, he has the same amount of fourth quarter comebacks as your boy Seven, bro. That's what they said,
He's
man.
He's doing Ben-esque things.
That's what they said, bro.
He is doing Ben-esque things.
That's what they said, man. So is he 7?
What? Come on, dude.
Why you saying like?
We're not doing that now. It's unfair to Kenny. We're not doing that, but. When you see the glimpses,
he got the same amount though. Already at the same age,
when you're seeing the
bro.
clutch, I mean that's the thing we did love about Ben. So that comparison is legit. That little analogy, whatever you want to call it, of like this dude stepping up in fourth quarters.
That's what
this dude can lead a game-winning drive for you. Like that's what Ben did. Yeah. So we'll say that, but. Listen, Ben's first 2 years, he went 13-0 his rookie year, and then we won a Super Bowl our second year. So
I'm just saying, that's what the number said, bro. That's what the number said.
Hey, hold on though. Back to my predictions at the beginning of the year. What did I say? I said Kenny's gonna be.
You gotta outplay them dudes. You called it.
I said Kenny's gonna be in the top 3 when it comes down to I want to win a game, and I almost said very similar things that like Terry Bradshaw has been quoted as. Like they might not be the gaudiest of stats, but I want to win a game.
For sure.
This dude's going to be able to pull it off, and he's trending that in that direction. So we got a lot more games rest of the season. Then we also got the playoffs. So if you're asking me right now, could this dude pull off a nice playoff run in his second year? Yeah, why not? It's just you got to do it. Ben already did it. Dude won a Super Bowl second year.
I know. I'm just when they pulled up.
But if I'm making the call, if
they pulled up the numbers,
if you're
I just want
asking
to
me
pull
if
up
I
to
think
you.
he can do it, yes, I think he is very capable of leading a deep playoff run.
All right, because that's what when they said that at this age with Ben, these are identical. I'm like, wait a minute now. He's still in the middle of his second season. It's not even finals yet.
I see. Here's the thing. I like that. I like that type of stuff because it makes me feel like Kenny is a Steeler quarterback. He belongs. It's tough to say. You keep doing this. You are in that Ben Bradshaw type of like gritty quarterback, underrated around the league. Maybe the stats aren't showing all these gaudy numbers and whatnot. But like. I think that's what a Steeler quarterback's all about. You just get it done. You grit it out. Blue collar. You're tough. That's what Kenny's showing.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. They said I didn't know he had already got to that number. Right now, I'm like, dang. All right, we about to find out what's up there. Can you?
No, I like those stats.
I'm
taking those as a positive.
I'm like, it ain't like it's these numbers and we don't got like wins. It's like like these are winning stats. Like it look good, baby. It look good, man.
I know it. Yeah, I know it is really early to be saying that, but I think there's something to this dude.
If it's real early, but he's
he
there right
reminds
now.
you of the Steeler great quarterbacks. I mean, the two we're talking about.
When it's gotta have it time. When it's clutch time, I don't care what happened early
does it have
on.
To be pretty?
When is this time?
Yeah. Not afraid to take a hit. Can play some of that backyard ball
multiple times too.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's I get it's early, but Kenny feels like Steelers quarterback, man.
I like it, man.
In that regard,
I like it. Today's show is brought to you by Giraffe Kings Sportsbook. Come on, baby. You know the top-rated sportsbooking app in North America. Not only is it safe, but it's secure and reliable, baby. And when we talking about it, we got promo codes. Promo code being MOATS. When you make that first deposit bonus of $5, you will receive $200 in draft deposit bonus money. And you could use that money for parlays. You don't like a little parlay action, right? A little parlay. Y'all obviously know how the good guys were rocking this past weekend. So we could cook up with them, man, and lean on them this upcoming game as well. So you definitely love that. But at the same time, I know we all can struggle at times with some things. And whenever you do struggle, if you or someone you know has a gambling problem, need some crisis counseling or referral services, well, if you're located in New York, you see the number that you could text. But for everybody else, the number to dial is 1-800-GAMBLER.